So if you do have any secondary problems from that, that could be a variety of different things. But once you just, you're really just trying to look, if you get a pH of 10 water, you're just going to sit on the toilet half the day. You don't need to. You don't need to. I mean, I've done all that stuff before a long time ago. It's not necessary. What you're trying to do is hydrate yourself with no more than about a 9.5, 10 if you're already on line. But you don't need to. The waters that we drink, most of them are about 8 to 9.5. That's it. You don't need any more than that. If not, then you, like I said, you just wind up getting a lot of turbulence in your bowels. Yeah, and you will, everybody goes through it. I mean, you got 40 feet of intestinal tract there. Most of it's very highly acid. So much acid will come out of your intestinal tract, it'll actually burn your tissues coming out. Many times it's happened to me. See, I've gone through all that stuff there, and it's really, it's not necessary to kill anything, and it's not necessary really to do this very quickly. You have to do it slowly so you don't have turbulence. If you're getting turbulence, you have to back off. You can't just keep on going and going. You get snot in your lungs, you stop. That means you got massive death going on there, and you just hydrate yourself. You could take a tablespoon of Shilajit, mix it up, and if you're toxic, you're going to get sick. Just 1 spoon. Because it unloaded a ton of stuff, and now you're like, whoa, poisoned all over the place. Take the metacardiums or any one of these things. You don't need to yet. If you're clean, great. Clean meaning that you've already cleaned yourself a couple of times. And of course you're not clean, but you're cleaner than you were before, and the last thing you want to do is try to do things that aren't smart when you're dirty, because you may unload things and you get sick. I sent my one guy, Pedro, who's worked for me for over 20 years at my house, I sent him to the hospital, $10,000 bill. How did I do that? I gave him, and I took it right with him, a little shot. That's why I don't do cleanses anymore with the Cassar sagrada and all that stuff. It's not good. The same amount. I gave him a half a teaspoon of Cassar sagrada, half a teaspoon of turkey rhubarb. That was it. Stomach's out to here. Okay, remember, he works all day. Guy's drinking sodas and colas and eating all these different types of foods. And he got so sick he threw up and he fainted because his parasites couldn't deal with it. Ambulance. Went to the hospital. They wanted to cut him from here to here. Okay, of course he's got Medicare. So Medi-Cal, whatever it is, I mean, that's the only thing they really pay for is exploratory surgery under emergency systems. So, you know, just be careful. Anybody that's doing any of this terrain modification, everybody's unique. Your poison level is different than mine. Mine is different than yours. Yours is different than such, and everybody's got a different bunch of different variables. So you just, really what you're trying to do is just, you know, take this slow and notice that if you're, let's say, 50 years old, you may have been demineralized for 30 years. What do you think, you're going to get remineralized in 6 months? Possibly. A lot more than you were. But the only way you can get mineralized is not through the foods. It's got to be through the liquids. Liquids have all the minerals in them. Once your body gets moving, though, the liquids will actually uptake the foods. But if you're dry, you just, again, you're wasting your... Most of the things you're eating for is because of this. It's for the pleasure right here. Don't swallow it so quickly. Chew it up really good and flavor it. Okay.